Jack from Balclutha shearing together. But how about this? We've got 2 brothers in this final.
Oh, that's very cool.
And the local boys from Masterton, Joseph Gordon and Adam Gordon. Joseph's 23, 3rd year full-time shearing. He learned to shear at 12 years old. He won the intermediate at Tikawiti in 2021. His brother Adam, 22, he's been shearing for 3 years. Their dad Nookie's had a lot to do with them. He's also said his brother David and his brother-in-law Pirata Abraham has had a lot to helping them out. Adam was a novice shearing champion here in 2018, or might have been 2019, and he also won the novice wool handling the same year. How about that?
I remember that. The Gordon whānau were in full flight that year, if I recall.
Another guy I think is pretty special, Paul Swan. Now, he's one of the older guys in the finals down here. He's 43, but he's never shorn full-time, and he tells me the most sheep he ever shore in 1 year was 4,000.
Oh my gosh!
Well, some of these guys would be doing that in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And he only shore 4,000 that year because he wanted to buy a new wool press. But he's got most of his family down here. He's got the 2 twin girls, Shana and Ashlyn, and Riker, and his other boy Keith. He'll be over in Australia in Hamilton, Victoria, shearing somewhere, and hopefully he's watching it. So big shout out to Keith, cheering dad on over there. We got Corey Barraclough from Pew Pew. He's 21, been shearing for 4 years. His dad's Mark Barraclough, one of the top judges up in King Country, and he said Dad's had a lot to do with his shearing. We've got Clay Harris, also from Pew Pew. Clay's only 20, been shearing for 4 years. And he said Mickey McDonald's been one of his mentors. Had a lot of input from Mickey, so that's really good to see.
Hope you're watching, Mickey.
And this one other boy, Teua Wilcox from Gisborne. Now, I think you know a little bit about the Wilcox family, Mavis.
Well, certainly, as I understand it, his uncle Anzac, they spent quite a few years down in Dannevirke. So it's really cool to see the Wilcox whānau back on the big stage. Yeah,
he shares for Teua, shares for Tamania there up in Gisborne for Shear Passion. I know Tama couldn't make it down here for the Golden Shears, and he's been a top 12 guy for the last few years, but just with what's all happening up there, he couldn't get time away. But Teua said Tama, Kirkpatrick and Kane Carpeney have been big influences on his career.
Cool.
And he said to have a big shout out to all the whānau in Australia, and especially Uncle Anzac, who will be watching.
Great. Well, look, we've got another amazing final just about ready to kick off. Thanks for doing all that investigative stuff, Digger. There might be some other jobs coming up for you.
A little bit hard to find some of these guys, Mavis. They hide in all the little dark corners in the stadium, and I've got to go and see their mates and try and suss them out, and then a lot of them don't tell me too much.
That's very cool. Thank you very much for that. So just about ready to start, and to all those whānau watching, I hope you're cheering as loud as the crowds are doing here. So let's get back to the stadium.
They'll have a few butterflies, I would say, fluttering away in their bellies at the moment.
Just watching Joseph Gordon down there, Gerald. He looks like he was scratching up the dirt like an old bull, but he had actually just dropped a bit of oil of his handpiece, making sure he didn't have a greasy start to the competition.
Yeah, chafing at the bit, isn't it, really? Getting ready to rip the hinges off the catching pen doors.
Righto, one out, all out, let's have you. Shearers to the board. We have a green light. We still have a couple of events to run here before the afternoon breaks up. Next up is the open wool handling semi-final, followed by the Golden Shears Bailey's semi-final.
So we have a green light, ladies and gentlemen, and a thumbs up from our referee. We have the boys at the door. Timekeepers ready. Competitors set, go! And we're into it. This is the senior grade. Powerco are our sponsors. A big thanks to Powerco. And away we go to sheep number 1 of 12. 12 of these big second share ewes, proudly supplied by White Spurs. And they're a real credit to them too, these line of sheep. Beautiful line of sheep. And Adam Gordon thinks so. So does Clay Harris as they sweep up into the neck area and around the back of the head on stands 2 and 3. Corey T.Y. Barracliff down there on stand number 4. Up into the base here and around the back of the head as well. Paul Swan. And Joseph Gordon down the far end. Joseph Gordon. Look at this man go. He's a well-muscled young fella too, and he's chucking the steel, and he can drive it from here to breakfast time. Down over the last front shoulder for stands 2 and stand number 6. Adam Gordon on 2, Joseph Gordon on stand number 6. Gerald brothers, these two, but no love lost between them right now. They're doing battle up here on the big senior final.
Yeah, you did right. Clay Harris is the first man in from Pew Pew, though, all the same, and it's a quick time at that. It's Courtney Shawn in 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, Adam's in before his brother. Wilcox says, get down that hole, darling. It's not that bad. I got all the wool off you. The judges will have to look hard to get any penalties out the back on that one. The undermine's done for Adam. Coming in with a good reputation. He has a wee bit under his confidence belt, if that's what you want to call it, with some wins under his belt during the season. But you can't live on your reputation when you're on the big stage of the Golden Shears, I'm telling you that. Paul Swan down to the fertiliser works. 1, 2 big ones up the back and looking nice and clean. Round goes Joseph Gordon now. Harris onto the shoulder. But Adam Gordon up and over the last shoulder as well. They're blow for blow at this stage. We've got 12 sheep. This is going to really sort them out. They're going to have to be fit to be pulling this sort of speed all the way. Wilcox is on the front stand. Corey T.Y. Barracliff. He pulls it nice and handy. Adam does just about rip the old hinges off or the more at the point. Either way you want to look at the hinges off the door of the hinges. It doesn't really matter. 6 of one, 1/1000 of the other. But he's got the old lamb out. Well, not a lamb, it's a hell of a big one at that. Adam Gordon goes to work. Hope he's going better than me at the moment. He looks like he is. Up and over, takes the top knot off. Clay Harris into the base of the ear. You must stay there. You'll nip the ear, and it's not a good look because it drips blood. Round he goes now, heading towards the long blow. Does that well. Oh, John, they're starting to get warmed into it now. The big stage is beaming down on them.
Yeah, certainly is. Could we have Gavin Pageant to the announcer's table, please? Gavin Pageant. So here we have the master and lads on stands 2 and 6. Let's see who's going to be got the bragging rights in the house tonight. As Joseph Gordon swings around the back end of the sheep and turning onto the money side. He's 4 or 5 shots back from his brother up here on the front on the 2 stand. Adam, but the pace coming on in the middle of the field. Looks like it's Clay Harris, the man from up in the King Country. Pew Pew down the valley with sweeping shots. Time gone. 3 and 18. They shore that first one in about 54 seconds. Oh, so it was a hot pace to start with. Down there we've got Barracliff on 4. Out the last leg, just a wee squiggle as the big fat mama goes down the porthole. They're getting ready to go out to the breeding farm, these girls, and they've been well shorn. They'll be looking nice for the rams at the time they get out in the paddock tonight. Down into the long blow comes Adam Gordon. Wilcox from Gisborne. 2 good shots over the tail. Oh, the scrap going on here on the 2 stand. Swanee brings out another one. The man from Wairora down on the 5. Swinging into the off undermine now as he swings that sheep, lays it back. Lets it roll up towards his handpiece, and 2 big shots up towards the middle of the spine. To the top knot. A little bit close to the wall at the moment. He's finding. He'll readjust as he gets a few more blows under the way. Joseph Gordon down the far end. Over the top he comes. He hasn't caught the little brother yet, but he's trying hard. But Clay Harris has got another one on the board and flicks the belly out the back. Who's the closest to him? It's going to be Adam Gordon, closely followed by Wilcox. Then Corey Barracliff and Joey Gordon down the far end. Paul Swan trying to hide onto the quality deer on the 5. But here the Clay Harris halfway through the job almost. Swinging around, putting the big shots in. Ooh, this King Country lad, he's showing the way, Norman.
Clay Harris it is in the middle there on stand number 3 from Pew. Away through the long blue, he sweeps up the backbone. He's going to turn for home very shortly. Where's the rest of the field? Tua Wilcox had a great share in the semi-final. He's up there on stand number 1, looking to do the same. Winds his way round through the first front shoulder. Adam Gordon, he's been there and done that. On sheep number 5, down over the last front shoulder for Adam. He's sticking the steel in, all right, under over the top of the front leg. Cross it and then under it. Fripp's coming off and away down to the flag on the last side. He's chasing Clay Harrison, chasing him hard, but Clay Harris just hanging on to the lead at this stage. Adam Gordon right over the tail as Clay steps in. And Joseph Gordon down the far stand, round over the front of the shoulder as well on the last side. Paul Swan sweeps up through the backbone and turns for home on sheep number 5. Down comes Corey Barracliff on stand number 4. Out it goes, and he slides in for another sheep. Sheep number 6 coming out for Corey Barracliff, and away down the belly he goes. Finishing touches for Joseph Gordon. Tua Wilcox in and out of the pen. He's on sheep number, it says 5 up there, but could be 6, I'm not sure. Anyway, Adam Gordon up the undermine on sheep number 6, but Clay Harris still out in front. Wipes the wall off the first front shoulder and slides around in towards the long blow, lays it down. Couple of short blows and a big sweeping blow right through to the base of the air. Clay Harris shearing nicely as he's done all season, Gerald. He's a very strong competitor, had a few wins this year, and he's looking sharp up there tonight.
Yeah, it definitely is right, Norm. Yep, he's got that big wingspan. He's holding the body as still as he can. Up and over the shoulder he goes. And talking about style, this Adam Gordon from the local boy does a wee bit of plucking. That's a good sign. There's no Hollywoods then when they're looking and got the revision mirror on in case they've missed a wee bit here and there. You can pull it off. That's no problem. It's as good as gold. There's a wee bit of a thing in the wool called a break and you can pull it. But then they all go together now. Corey T.Y. Barracliff's in there. So, you could chuck a wee blanket over them, couldn't you? In goes Tua Wilcox. He pulls out one, sits it down. Says, right, honey, just sit still nice and I'll relax and I'll just get these feathers off you and she'll be a done job. Adam Gordon, fertiliser works is done. Up the undermine, up the neck. Clay Harris has already been there around the back of the ears he fights. And Corey's going to join the game too there. Toomer, what's happening down for Joseph down beside you in the hidden stand?
Pulled down here on number 6. Joseph pulled out, and he's pulled out a little BUT. Come on, Joseph Gordon, you've got a good sheep there, mate. Use it right up. Paul Swan from wide on stand number 5. Up the neck he goes. But all the actions here on stand number 4. We got the man from Barracliff. Young Barracliff has got the bit between his teeth, and he's starting to make some moves. Show us your moves like Jagger. Clay Harris, and he runs. Adam Gordon getting left behind, and we got Tua Wilcox on stand number 1 coming into the picture as well. We've got a real good old ding-dong going on here, ladies and gentlemen. Paul Swan on stand number 5. Down the last side he works, but Joseph Gordon's even overtaken him. Joseph's got a good sheep, and he's using it right up. That's the way, Joseph. And he runs for another little BUT. Well, these shearers are farming their pens well down here on the end of the, down here on stands 5 and 6. Joseph Gordon, he's got some good little sheep left for last. Paul Swan, he's got one with not a lot of sock wool on it, so he'll hope to make a bit more ends up to these other guys. But it's Corey Barracliff on stand number 4, ladies and gentlemen. He is the new leader, Johnny.
Yeah, just looking at that Barracliff come down there. Old Barra will be pretty pleased to see the way the boys are going at the moment. Down and out to the flank, and he's rolling out the last side. He's got 7 or 8 blows on the field. He's sucking them out of his pen. Sheep number 9. What's he got left in the box? Gordon says, I'm going to change the blade and get into it. He's keeping the pressure on. In goes Clay Harris on the 3 stand. Wilcox from Gisborne up on the front. He's down the belly, full of concentration. Pretty even up on the board there, as you can see the mistakes that have been made so far. Very limited, they're shearing super fast. They've still got 3 in the pen. Swanee comes out the last leg. He'll be open, the kids are going to fire him a bit of a gold sign and take the brakes off. You've got to push the choke in, Swanee, and go for it now. 3 left in the pen. Here they go. Number 9 on the board. Who's in front? They're starting to peel them back here, and Adam Gordon starting to come at Barrow there on the 4 stand. Here comes Wilcox up on the front. Oh, Clay Harris is down over the top as well. Joe Gordon starting to fire some big ones down there on the lead. Look at them all close up. We're going to have a new leader at the stage. Here comes the Wilcox. Yes, it's going to be Tia Wilcox goes in. Change of steel. Adam Gordon's already done this change of steel, and Clay Harris goes in. Corey Barraclough says, I better put some fresh blades on them. This is getting too tough for that cut.
Yeah, she's heating up here, no doubt about that. They're on sheep number 10. There was 12 in total in the pen when they started. Only 2 left in the pen for these guys now. Wilcox flicks her belly out behind him. Fresh comb and colour on, so has Corey Barraclough as they wind down the first hind leg together. Dior Wilcox, he had a good share, like I said earlier, in the semi-final, and he's doing the same up there in the final. This is a big final. They've got nothing to lose, these guys. Don't be scared to make a bit of noise for your favourite up there, ladies and gentlemen. Adam Gordon, he's your local man. Anyone from Marston here? Joseph Gordon, he's from Marston down the far stand. Way through the long blow, Joseph sweeps. Sheep number 10, and he turns for home, but he's chasing his brother as Adam winds down off the back leg. Jewel Wilcox on stand number 1. Down he comes into the flank on the last side as Adam Gordon lets that one go. So Adam Gordon's your leader at this stage as far as pace goes, and it's a good time to be a leader. There's only one left in Adam's pen. Change of steel now for Clay Harris. Lifted a sheep later than most of the other boys, but his gear was going pretty damn good. Out onto the board he steps. Out comes Wilcox. Out comes Barraclough. And away they go down the valley together. Stands 1, 3 and 4. Down over the last front shoulder of the Paul Swan down there on 5. Down the backside of the sheep he comes, and he's going to be in for number 11 with the rest of the field very shortly. And Joseph Gordon down there, the young fella. He up the neck, he steps in around the back behind the head. But Clay Harris does the same. Sheep number 11 on the board there, but Adam Gordon turns for home as he's stretching the lead a bit, maybe Gerald. Sitting the hammer down. He's 3 or 4 shots ahead of the rest of these guys now, at least.
Yeah, that's right, Norm. Yeah, he's having beautiful style, beautiful shear, but keep an eye on the brother down on the hidden stand, because by jolly, he's coming home with a big finish. He really has saved some beauties for the end. But he's going to pull some rabbits out of the hat if he wants to catch up now. Adam Gordon loads up into the last one. Into the belly ball he goes. Clay Harris from Pew Pew says, oh, shut the gate, ladies and gentlemen. Hold the phone. Tiahu says, holy smokes, sit still. I'll get your head forward. I'll have control of you, but not right now. This is not the best time for this because it's costing me points. But I don't want to do any Hollywoods. Harris up the neck he goes. Round towards the long blow goes Adam Gordon. How are we going down there? Tuma. Joseph Gordon's up the neck as well. She's all go.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's all go here in the Powerco Senior Shearing Final. We got the young Adam Gordon, the little brother on stand number 2, big brother on stand number 6, and you got the tall 7-footer on stand number 3. Down over the shoulder works Adam Gordon, and the Clay Harris is chasing hard. Joseph Gordon is coming down the last side as well. It's going to be the Adam Gordon, or is it going to be the Clay Harris? Ladies and gentlemen,
Joey Gordon! What a flyer of a last sheep. Magnificent finish by the Gordon boys. Clay Harris and Corey Barraclough have done the business as well. Tia Wilcox here, down and out the flank. Oh, this one just won't let it finish for him. Up the long blow comes Swanee. The man for Wairau, he's got a long muddy trek home after this final, but the Gisborne lads completed the task on the front stand. Paul Swan, ladies and gentlemen, just the finishing touches. 7 blows till he comes under the shoulder and down and out to the flank. Joey Gordon's holding on to the upright there. He's given his all. Have mastered and done enough in this senior final. Round of applause for those 6 top Powerco sponsored boys in the senior final.
Right, just stay at your stands, fellas. It's an instant prize giving. What a super final that was. And where did Joseph Gordon come from?
Stay on your stands, guys.
Just stay at your stands, fellas, here, please. All right.
Okay, where's Joseph Gordon? Where's young Joe? Come over here, Mouldy Superman. So, ladies and gentlemen, up with Joseph Gordon. And this little shearer won a trophy the other night as well. But Joseph, it took you a while to get wound up, but by the time you did, you were fair flying.
Yeah, no, it wasn't too bad. It was good fun. So should have changed my comb a little bit earlier, but you live and you learn. So yeah, take that one.
How do you feel you've done in this final?
Probably not the greatest, but I had fun, so that's all that matters.
Do you think you've got it?
Probably not. There's a bloody good talent in this group, eh? So just wait and see what happens.
Well, you're some bloody great talent too, mate. Good luck to you.
Cool. I've got Teua here. Hey, look, you had a good shear, mate. Unfortunately, those last two sheep, you're right in amongst it, but they just didn't want to let that last little bit of wool come off. As a general, I think you'd be happy with this year. How do you think you went?
Oh, yeah. Not too bad, I reckon. Yeah.
Well, you're sharing pretty well. Is there anyone that you want to thank? Is there any mentors been mentoring you and guiding you? Is there any people been spending a lot of time making sure you got the right pattern and the likes?
Oh, yeah, just the bros back home. Yeah, the bro Toma. Yeah, and the whānau. Yeah.
Well, it's working to make it final. You've got to be pretty sharp. You have to have a lot of your ducks lined up to pull that one off. I can tell you that much. Good work.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm with Paul Swan. Paul's from Wairoa. Paul, after all the things that have happened just of late, it's wonderful to see you up here. Just tell us a little bit about that journey.
Yes, it hasn't been good on the East Coast. We were pretty lucky ourselves, but the river did wreck all our fences that the government wanted to put us in there, but yeah, it's part of life, I suppose.
How did you get on that final? It looked like you were holding back a little bit.
Speed's not my thing. The first two I didn't get right, but after that I came better and I think did an all right job. So yes, fingers crossed.
Awesome. Good luck to you. Good luck to you.
All right, I've got Adam Gordon here. Hey, look, Adam, good shear. Ringer, actually, I think the ring of the field, basically from sheep 2 all the way. Your brother come home with actually 4 or 5 absolute beauties and managed to ping you right at the last second. But generally, I think you've got to be happy there at shear. It's a great display in your hometown.
Yeah, it was a good shear. Joe, he always does that, eh? Just seems to come back. So yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, it's called brotherly. Rivalry, isn't it? Very good. So, any people you want to thank out here?
Just my personal trainer, Joe, for giving it to me at work every day. Yeah, just like to thank him.
Good call. Okay, thanks very much, Adam.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm with Clay Harris. Clay Harris says he's been the informed horse this season. Clay, that young Adam Gordon was fair giving it to you, wasn't he?
Yeah, they sort of put me under pressure. I had to try as hard as I could to keep up.
Usually you get out in front and sort of say bye-bye, but it wasn't happening in this final, was it?
Nah, I sort of got left behind a bit. Tried to catch up.
How do you feel that you went with the job out the back?
Yeah, I'm not too sure really. Just trying to go as fast as I could.
Oh, well, good luck to you and good luck to all these other competitors.
Good work. Corey Barrycliff, how do you think you went, buddy, just in general?
Oh yeah, right, not too bad. Yeah, I felt pretty good up there, so yeah.
Are you feeling good on this big stage up here? How's the season went? Wins and bits and pieces. How you been going that during the season?
Yeah, a bit up and down for me, eh? Like yeah, up and down. I make some, don't even get out of the heats and some. Just the way it goes, I guess.
Well, it's not too bad if you're making the big ones like this. That's when it really, really counts. So well done, buddy. That's very good. All right, our prizes or our points will be calculated. So we'll shuffle you down there, and you'll know. Do you think? Right, of course, it's a Powerco Seniors Shearing Championship. Anyone from Powerco here? Any representative, please? You going to do it, Sam? Okay, you want to say a few words on their behalf?
On behalf of Powerco, we'd like to present the prize to these young guys. We all appreciate Powerco and their the efforts they put in, and we have a connection with them. We have a generator out the back, and it's all part of the whole system. And we're grateful to all our sponsors, because we can't run shows and that without their support.
Very good. Thank you, Sam. All right, first place getter in the Powerco Senior Shearing, receiving $1,200 in Doug Buick Memorial Tray, goes to, with 44.64 points, Clay Harris. Well done, Clay. Keep shuffling down, mate. I'll let Tumu have a talk to you. Just, you want to have a wee talk to Tumu? Just before you do the Tumu, just to give you an idea, the first three place getters, we're looking at a 4.6 to a 4.9.
Well, Clay, you've had a hell of a season. You went down south, you dominated down there, you've been dominating up here most of the season. What's next?
Yeah, no, it's been a mean season, all right. Yeah, just shoot over to Marino and then Woody with the next big one. Yeah, just like to thank all the sponsors, all the judges, family for coming out, and Wendy, and all the other competitors. Cheers.
Well done, Clay.
Well done, Clay.
Champion.
Second place with $600 and 44.649. That's a photo finish. Adam Gordon. You can work that out later, you guys, what that is. I don't know. That's not even 1 second cut. I think that's about 2 seconds in time, maybe. Third place, getting a sash, of course, and $400 goes to Corey T.Y. Barraclough. Fourth, Tio Wilcox. Give it up for Tio. Tio Wilcox. Thanks, buddy. And fifth goes out to the man who come home absolutely flying, Joseph Gordon. And give it up, please, for Paul Swan. Well done, Paul. Just the one.
Well, Digger, that was a pretty hectic Powerco Senior Shearing final. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I couldn't pick it, eh?
You couldn't?
It was really, really close. There was four of them finishing within 5 seconds, virtually.
Yeah, I mean, and you're not shy to put your stake in the ground, so I was quite surprised when you said, no, I can't pick this one, but how cool is that?
Yeah, well done.
As a result.
Well done to Clay Harris.
Yes, yeah. So hopefully we'll be able to get Clay up here at some stage, but what we will do is perhaps just have a little bit of a talk about the next event. So the next event is the Shear Expertise Wet or Open Wool Handling Semi-Final.
You don't want to throw me under the bus, Mavis?
Totally. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Course digger. We'll do this first and then we'll get back into hopefully get Clay in. But I think first of all with the wool handling semi-final coming up, just want to acknowledge Blinkin' Paddy Mason.
Oh, unbelievable what he does down here for the shears, Mavis. Has his boys in here shearing for the wool handlers. they've been here, Thursday, Friday, all day today?
Yep. They're here from almost the first in and often the last out. And Paddy he's up there every second, just overseeing everything. And then, of course, the sponsor for the open wool handling. And Wero has a bit of a new journey for them in terms of honey. So, it's there's a lot going on.
It's quite important, isn't it, Mavis, with the shearers for the wool handling, that they all shear at the same pace, because, otherwise someone will get an advantage. Is that right?
Absolutely. So, these shearers, they are having to coordinate, they're having to watch each other and self-manage so that, things can be fair for all of those.
So I suppose if one of the boys gets a kicky sheep and he gets a little bit behind, Paddy's got to get a message to the other boys, slow down a bit, wait for Johnny down there.
Well, I think really what's happening is that these guys are all watching each other, so they're self-managing. I don't think Paddy has to do too much, but you'd like to think that's, there's that great oversight. So we've got 2 heats of these wool handling finalists.
So who have we got in there, Mavis?
This is going to be a really interesting semi-final and then into the final, because there's 8 of them. No, sorry, there's not 8, there's 6. So we've got Joel Henare. We all know Joel, don't we? Yep. He's been, he has dominated in between the years of 2013 to 2020. He just owned the space, but he's back.
Yeah, you almost think, you look at Joel's record down here, that he's unbeatable, but no one's unbeatable, are they? Everyone can have an off day.
No one's unbeatable, and the higher he pushes his boundary, if you like, or quality, the higher it lifts everyone else. So it's a great thing. We've also got Chelsea, and I want to just mention Chelsea Collier. Gosh, it must have been a bit of a disappointment for her to, to not make the Worlds. She's been dominating. Up and down the North and South Island, but great to see her here now in this open wool handling semi-final. Of course.
Yep. Kieran Herbert's in there. Well, she's been around for a long time. One of the, up there with Joel.
Yeah.
On her day, can beat anyone. From a real strong shearing family up in Te Amuru, Tikawuri.
That's right. I think the cool thing with Karen is she's recognising her Pacifica Cook Island whakapapa. So, she has been selected as a team member for the Cook Islands heading to Scotland. So, we're kind of pretty proud of all this dual whakapapa that we have.
Yeah, certainly done to put Cook Islands on the map anyway.
Yep, I think they've been slowly doing that for a few years now. So, they're really stamping their mark. And then we've got Kushla Abraham.
Hometown favourite.
And not just favourite, but, they back up their favourite, if you like, with the mahi. Whether it's Shed Talk, whether it's sponsoring here.
Yeah, you could put, Kushla and Pirata in the same bracket as Paddy Mason, what they do for the shearing industry around Masterton, and also what they do over New Zealand with their Shed Talk broadcast.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of innovation. Awesome to see Kushla here. Jasmine Tipuki, so she's one that will be heading into the final for the world as well. And Jasmine doesn't need too much of an intro. She's been quite a dominant force for the certainly this season, but even last season, she was really starting to make her space there.
Yeah, and the next one of my favourites, Ratapu Moore.
Yeah.
Her husband's in the top 12. We're going to see Angus here later on. I think Angus has also made the PGG final, so a real family, if you like, husband and wife going for it. And I hope they've got all the kids here, or they probably They've got all the kids here, yeah.
They have. Saw them all last night. What a beautiful family that they have. Ratapu has been off the scene for a little while as she grows their family, their whānau, but she made I think she may have won the seniors in 2009. So, it's been a bit of a gap for her, but she's back and back with a vengeance. And
Yep,
then
well,
we've got our
quickly
Australia.
better get through the last couple Mavis. Looks like
Yep.
they're nearly done a start.
Yep, so we've got Rachel up there. So Rachel Hutchison, you know, she's on fire from Australia, and Anna Braddock. So Anna's going to be quite a newcomer. Of these semi-finalists, only
From a famous shearing family, you know, your Braddocks is sort of, you know, you mentioned your Fagans, your Kirkpatricks. You put the Braddocks in the same category, you know, along with the Mullinses.
Not quite, but you know, the Braddocks it's also the power whānau. So they'll all be there watching, and we wish them and Anna really well. But I just want to just say that of these semi-finalists, only one has ever made the Open final before, and that's Joel.
Wow.
So, you know, this is new ground.
Changing of the guard.
Changing of the guard.
Yeah,
That's a great thing.
Isn't it great to see Rachel Hutchinson in there from Australia? And I think, you know, one of my favourite things so far at Golden Shears is seeing the young Australian boy win the juniors yesterday.
Yes, Tyrone.
Tyrone, yeah, fantastic. You know, come over here and something that Samson Tifora set up to get these Indigenous people over here from Australia and into New Zealand, and you know, what a thrill for that boy.
That's right. So we've had a number of Aussie taking away the red ribbons, and that's fantastic work. We're so proud of them and congratulate them. But yes, they're now setting up, so why don't we get back into the stadium and just watch the final bit of their preparation and the start.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're just waiting on the green light. And we are going to start the Shear Expertise Whittle Open Wool Handling Semi-Final. We have the green light. Can we have our shearers to the board, please? Judges to the board. Timekeepers ready. Competitors, get set, go. So this is first heat. Table number 4, we have Rachel Hutchinson. She's from Australia. She spends a lot of time here in good old NZ, so she's picked up all our tricks, sort of coming from the inside out and showing us all how it's done. That's this lady here on table number 4. Table number 3, we have Chelsea Collier. Chelsea Collier is from Hamilton, but really this woman works all over the place. One day she can be in South Australia, next day she could be down in the South Island of New Zealand. So